Most people would probably be more familiar with the term wheel balancing in the context of your car rather than your caravan. However, that issue is just as important for caravans. So today, to discuss this issue, I'm joined by Richard Morse from Wheel Solutions Limited. So Richard, what's the difference between balancing the wheels on a car and balancing the wheels on a caravan?
In the main, there isn't a huge amount of difference. Both cars and caravans benefit from being wheel balanced. Here at Wheel Solutions, we're fortunate to have a state-of-the-art machine here that not only does wheel balancing, but it also does dimensional tolerancing as part of its standard process. Leading tyre manufacturers such as Michelin, Maxxis, Continental, etc., they recommend that all wheel assemblies are balanced, and it's considered to be best practice. So at Wheel Solutions, we do that on all alloy wheels from now.
And why is it important to have properly balanced wheels on your caravan?
If you've got an unbalanced wheel assembly, it can run inefficiently. It can increase tyre wear. It will increase miles per gallon because it's not running at its smoothest. Within the caravan itself, those vibrations can transmit, as I say, through the chassis, through the suspension, into the body, into the actual furniture inside. And vibration in that is never going to be a good thing.
So what you're saying is, over time, badly balanced wheels can actually shake your caravan apart?
In a very extreme circumstance, yes.
And how can you tell if your caravan wheels are out of balance?
We're all familiar when we're driving a car that you'll feel wobble on the steering wheel, or sometimes you can feel it through the seat of your pants. Some drivers are more sensitive to it than others. But if the wheel's out of balance, you'll feel it when you're driving your car. The same sort of thing is going on in the caravan, but you're unlikely to feel it when it's on the caravan, but it is still transmitting vibrations, as we've mentioned. I can give you a practical demonstration of what it actually does. Here we've got just a normal kind of steel wheel, and if we spin that, we can see that it runs nice and smooth, it's in balance, everything's nice and smooth, no vibrations coming off it. However, if we look at a system which I've deliberately made out of balance, and we have this wheel here which has got some balance weights just stuck on the side there, and we spin that, I'm struggling to hold that. Now imagine that's a small wheel at low RPM. Imagine that on a full-size wheel at high RPM. The forces that this can distribute through the suspension, through the chassis, etc., can be quite noticeable.
And how often should people get their caravan wheels balanced?
When we supply them, they are already balanced, so that should be okay. If you change a tyre, if you have a puncture or whatever, then the wheel assembly will need to be rebalanced. If you put a new tyre on, again, it will need to be rebalanced. Or at annual inspection, any reputable fitter or any qualified fitter would notice if a balance weight has come off. We use actually premium balance weights which have got high adhesive background of foam, so they shouldn't come off.
And how do you go about getting this done? Where can the process be carried out?
Well, here at Wheel Solutions we balance, as of now, all alloy wheels that we supply to caravan manufacturers. So everything that we do is balanced automatically. If you're in possession of a caravan that doesn't have its wheels balanced and you want to get them done, you can take them along to any local tyre dealer and they'll be more than happy to do them for you.
So I understand you've got quite a unique piece of space age kit here. Can you talk us through what it does and how it helps balance your wheels?
Yeah, it is state of the art. There are only 3 of these in the UK. We're lucky at Wheel Solutions to have invested in this. What the machine does, when you first start it up, it will perform a dimensional check. It goes through its normal diagnostics. Then it will go through and do a dimensional check to make sure that all the processes and the parameters that it's evaluating are appropriate to the wheel assembly that it's checking. Once you've got it ready to go, you put your wheel onto it, press the start button, and then it will spin the wheel. The processors and the sensors within the machine, the cameras within the machine, the lasers within the machine will then do all of the checks, and then they'll give you a report. They'll tell you on the screen, it's very intuitive, what you need to do, if you need to put balance weights on, how much and where to put it. If there's a tolerancing issue, if there's a dimensional issue, it will also flag that up and give you instructions or advice as to how to remedy that.
And what's the difference between this and the kind of machine you might find in a caravan dealership?
The majority of machines will perform a fairly basic dynamic balancing check. That's where a wheel's being spun and it will check the sensors in those machines will tell you what weight needs to go where. Where this machine differs, it goes a lot further than that. It will actually do the tolerancing, the geometric tolerancing checks as well. And there aren't many machines around that will do that.
So in a nutshell, what's geometric tolerancing?
A geometric tolerancing, it'll measure the radial runout and the lateral runout So if the tyre is out of round, a bit like an egg shape, this machine will measure it and pick it up. If the tyre is wobbling from side to side, this machine will measure it and it will pick it up. And if it's out of set parameters, out of tolerance, it warns you and tells you not to proceed and to change it.